This is always, if you get a chance to do a movie that is set in South Africa, where I can do a South African character and then get a premiere here, which we don't get a chance to do these a lot of the time, it's very special. It's basically, Idris plays a doctor who lives in New York with two young girls. They've lost their mom recently to an illness, and they live in New York, but she's African. His character meets the mom in Africa. I'm his best friend in South Africa, and he's coming back to Africa to show his daughters the village that their mother was from. And I'm going to go and show them the wonderful sights and sounds of Africa. And then, well, it doesn't go exactly as I was hoping. What drew me to this was the idea of being able to play a South African character again in a huge sort of studio film, which doesn't happen often. And interestingly, he was written as a British character originally. So there was a version where they were asking me to play him as a Brit, and I was going to do that. But in the back of my mind, it's like, it doesn't make sense. Like, we should set, and it was actually set somewhere else in Africa. I can't remember, Kenya or something. And then as I sort of started engaging the filmmakers, they were like, well, okay, if we're going with Sharlto, let's just set it in South Africa. So Idris's character's coming back to South Africa, not Kenya or whichever the other country was, and let's let him be South African. And I was like, okay, that's game on. Let's do that.
I'm really excited to see my work. This is my first movie, so I'm really excited to see how I did. Just being a part of this project is something that is inspiring me. Like, I can't believe I'm here right now, but I'm here and we're doing this. As someone who has auditioned countless times on local television without getting booked, and then finally getting the opportunity to act, and it's on a Universal Studios production, that is absolutely insane. It absolutely gives us, a clear indication that the outside world, the countries outside, are looking into finding South African talent. There is talent here. And if you're watching and you haven't worked on anything yet, do not give up, guys. It's really insane. Like, I might write a book about this.
I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling so great to see everybody here, and it's finally happening. It's been a year in the making, so now we're here. I think it's going to be a thrill ride, and it's just something else for a change, It's just a man versus beast, primal. I think people are going to enjoy it. Everybody was just amazing, and we just had fun, It was just such a happy set. Obviously, everybody was very professional, but it was just fun, man. I was just happy to be there in general. There's a group of poachers in the movie, and I play not the main poacher, more the facilitator of all these guys. And I don't want to share too much of the plot because I'm gonna give it away. But yeah, so that's pretty much me. A bad guy. I'm a bad guy.
It's imperative. It's what we all want. I also know that it's very close to Idris Elba's heart. He has a very clear social media agenda, and during COVID, I was so impressed with what he did. He kept castings going through his Instagram. I nearly participated. I was so impressed with him. But from that, I could see his willingness and his desire to really connect with talent all around the world. And I know he has particular love for South Africa. But to answer your question, it's essential to our industry that we have these collaborations between locals and internationals.
I'm looking forward to see our local actors, who are holding the flag for the country and for our city. I'm looking forward to that. It's a very proud moment, and it puts us in the map as a country because they are advertising in the whole world so that also other companies can be interested also to shoot films in South Africa, knowing that the talent we have. It's also an encouragement to the youth who want to follow that profession of acting. So it's really, really important for us.
I'm absolutely fizzing from the inside. I can't contain my excitement. It's my first big premiere, so of course I'm like bubbling over. So my character is a transport for Idris and his children on the film. I've worked with Idris before in 2017 as his PA. So it felt a little bit like a full circle moment to be able to play his co-star in such a huge film. My first international headliner, full feature of 2022. It's super, super exciting. I couldn't have asked for anyone better to have played the role with. So as the pilot and transporter, you can tell that I've never driven an aircraft a day in my life, but I made it look real, and that's all that matters.
I'm just really excited to be here. I'm super proud of him. He's such an amazing actor, and I can see the movie is going to be amazing.
I mean, he's 3 years older than me, and right from the very beginning, he knew what he wanted to do. I remember we were always being hauled into making films with him. I was normally the bad guy. And yeah, he just always had this deep pull towards film and Hollywood and expressing in that way. And so it's amazing it's an honor, and it's amazing to watch that sort of come to life and unfold before your eyes, so it's amazing.
I think it's going to be a beautiful showcase of the Western Cape, not just as a beautiful province, but also as a premier film location. The one thing about our province is the versatility in film, whether you're shooting at Cape Town Film Studios or whether you're shooting on location. This film, I think, is definitely once again going to showcase not just the on-screen talent of the beauty of Cape Town, but also the behind-the-scenes technical capacity that we have as a city.
Our talent is amazing. I know we are busy with our emerging artists program at all times, and getting our local artists actually and performance to kind of get their piece of the limelight is so worth it for us as the city of Cape Town. And I'm here as a guest, but I am so excited to be able to see what we have to offer.
We're super pumped. We're super good friends with Sharlto, and he invited us, and we didn't even know that they were going to premiere it here, so we're just excited.
Yeah, and we're vegan, so we're super against poaching and all that shit, so we're very happy to be here.
It's our kind of movie.
Yeah, it's my kind of movie.
Sharlto is our favorite South African actor. I don't even want to say South African actor. He's one of our favorite actors, ever. Yeah, he's shockingly good. We are super fans. We're just here as fans. Yeah.
This means that our country is able to do anything anyone else can do in the world, and it should give us all pride, right? A sense of pride knowing that we can shoot international movies on African soil. It's brilliant to see this happening in our country. And the talent here is like any other talent anywhere else in the world. And I think we should be proud about that. Well, I met the lead actress as well. What a beautiful lady. I can't tell you how down to earth she is. That tells you she's South African, right? Because you know how friendly we are. No matter how famous you think you can be anywhere in the world, you meet a South African, you know immediately because of how humble they are as people.
When I came out here with my son to watch another movie, we actually saw the previews and I got really excited. And so I'm looking forward to a lot of action. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of tension. We've all imagined that drive in the safari in the Kruger National Park, and then you fall out of the van while the lions are there. Like, what would happen? This is probably that times a million.
Mommy, you gotta do a picture.
You're going to do a selfie. Are you going to do a picture with it?
Do that, please.
Do it, yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
He's the beast.
Can we go in as well?
CJ was making your सामने. Oh, let me find out. Thank you, beautiful. Yeah, I saw him